morning. Happy Sunday to everybody. Yeah, kind of tired. I slept in, not necessarily wanting to get up. It's one of those days. But it's been one of those weeks where there's a lot of experiences. Anyways, I wanted to share a message that I received this week. And this message is related to several events, personal, to some related at work, some great insight, others that has been shared with me. And the conclusion overall is just when you are the witness of somebody else's experience, and out of that, you notice how your judgment has gone down, the level of judgment that we can feel towards somebody's experience here on this beautiful earth. We get very caught up with the consequence of somebody else's experience in life and within their own emotion. And when you're not going through a healing journey yourself, you can be more of a participant into that reaction. So knowing how to filter yourself from that exterior experience is such a wonderful thing. It's going to be less heavy on you, the person receiving or choosing to receive. It's going to be a lot easier for you to process somebody else's situation. And then you notice that everybody's on their own journey. Everybody. We are all on our own journey. And we just do not understand that, part of being on your own journey, yes, it's yours, but you also have a cause and effect within your own environment. And learning to take responsibility from that energy you're putting out is also an important part of life. Like, we can't just go about life not expecting our behaviors to have any consequence. And particularly, when it comes to the responsibilities that you are placing yourself in. Like, you will place yourself in a job, let's say. This was an actual incident. And one of the workers just had a fit. He's having emotional drama at home and situations. Like, we all have a story. So at the point that we had to speak about it with him, and to kind of relay the situation where, hey, this is not acceptable, this is not right. He was very defensive, and he was really not listening in what we were trying to relay, where this is your responsibility. You are not stepping up to the responsibility. And then now you're more of a liability than you are an asset. And people with an irritated spirit will have a hard time receiving this type of information. Because when you have an irritated spirit, you will not be able to receive words of acknowledgement of your behavior, of the consequence it might have to others, because you're so used to being in your own head and what we do and how we react, what we want, what we need, and that's consistently just feeding the ego all the time. So you need to practice that detachment of yourself within that emotion that you're feeling, so that you're able to receive what is given to you. That's why I say we also need to learn how to receive. A lot of us don't know that. We don't know how to receive love. We don't know how to receive compliments. I was one of them where I was like, oh my God, somebody's complimenting me. Because most of the time, you don't believe that about yourself, and somebody else sees it within you. So, anyways, going back to this worker, we acknowledge how hard of a worker he is when he is there and he's dedicated. But when you are confrontational, when you are no longer seeing how much you're delaying and affecting a job site, it was kind of hard for him to receive that. It was so hard, and it was very difficult for me to I guess step out of that role, because I know how hard it can be when somebody's telling you you need work. You need to do some work within you. That is why you consistently have these situations going on in your life, because you're not understanding that you are causing this to yourself. And the person, company, situation, relationship, whatever it is, on the other hand, has an option, and they're going to let you know. Most times, people give you many chances over and over for whatever reason, right? But they allow you to cross barriers, cross boundaries consistently. And that is also a red flag, because we're too forgiving, we're too giving, we're too comprehensive of others, that we forget there's a fine line to everything. Everything, everyone, a job, a relationship, a situation will have a fine line of what I will tolerate and what I will not, right? It was very, very uncomfortable for me to see the uncomfortableness in that situation, because I understand that there's a lot of healing that needs to do in this person, within this person. And it's just very sad that you know that when you do not do that healing, anything that comes to you may be good, right? It could be a good situation. You're just not able to really support it and sustain it in your life because you don't have those tools. And you can have the most wisest person telling you, directing you, counseling you, guiding you in life. You can have the best guides in life, but you have an irritated spirit and you just don't know how to receive. You don't know how to receive the experience as part of a learning process, and you don't know how to receive the experience as, you know, somebody else's experience within that situation, because you're so stuck in the it's all about me. And on a personal note, I've had to deal with a lot of these filtering process myself, being a person that feels, that is consistently, I have a gift of feeling. I feel everybody else's energy, their life experiences. I can just feel it and know where this is going. You know, it can be a gift and a curse. And the gift I'm giving myself is filtering it. And why I need to filter it is because it's not always about me. Somebody else's experience and the things that they're doing affecting a relationship, affecting a situation, just any life experience with their behavior. It's exactly that. It is their behavior. It is their journey. It is their situation to move along. You know, they have that choice of whether they want to learn from what your observation of it is. I like that. It's an observation. I'm observing how your reaction to a situation, how you are processing it, and how it's affecting XYZ, this side, and you're still not understanding it. See, that's the thing, that you cannot teach somebody something that they're not willing to absorb or to learn or to grasp, because they're so into their own understanding. And when you notice your own healing is when you're able to place yourself back to that time where this person is now, in the current situation where this person is, and you understand where to go. You see the map, and they don't at this time, but you can help. You can kind of more or less guide. You can, out of your own experience, guide these people, this person, the situation. But they have to be able to receive it. They want to be able to process it and filter it within themselves. That's a big lesson that not all of us are willing to learn. But trust me, when you do, life gets a lot easier. You are putting less into your emotional backpack. I'm going to call it that. The emotional backpack that we all have. The emotional backpack is that what we're carrying here, that heaviness. It could be a lightness or it could be a heaviness. It could be that job that's just weighing you down all the time. The relationship that's weighing you down. The disease, the situation, the financial situation that's weighing you down. Or it could just be how light it feels now to resolve it, or let it go, or simply know that you have no control, or you have control. The way is just of the balance of how you're receiving it. So anyways, I just wanted to share that. It was very insightful. And I delight myself every single time that a lesson is brought up to me. It doesn't mean that I don't feel, that I don't experience the feeling. It just means that I have a filter now, like the one I'm using today. Now it just means that I'm able to filter my own reaction towards an exterior situation. And it is so wonderful, because the way to gain peace is by protecting your own peace. And you have to learn that everybody's on their own journey. Just hopefully those people in your life are walking along that same journey, which I made a post about walking parallel in life. We don't have to be hand in hand, but we do have to walk towards wisdom, towards searching more of ourselves, to understanding more of ourselves, because we don't come with a manual. Oh, yes, honey. We don't come with a manual. And it is a God-given gift to reset that mindset, that conditioning, and find out who we really are, so that we're able to understand ourselves, and we are able to guide ourselves through this earth experience with responsibility of how we treat others, and that we're able to receive the good, and we're able to process the what's called the bad, right? Good or bad. We need to be able to have filters to measure our healing, our personal healing. Well, I'm not going to make this longer, honeys. You have a blessed day. Happy Sunday. Start your week with healing. Have a great day.